Never let success go to your head, nor let failure touch your heart. Success, if allowed to linger too long in your mind, will bloom like a proud flower, gradually turning into a mask of complacency, obscuring your vision and making you forget why you began your journey. Conversely, failure, if allowed to seep into your heart, is like a prolonged cold rain, eroding your confidence, causing your soul to shrink in fear and self-doubt. A wise person is one who stands between these two waves and remains calm. They embrace success with a humble smile, seeing it as a brief stop on a long journey, not the final destination. They also embrace failure as a teaching friend, learning from it rather than being wounded by it. Like an ancient tree standing firm in a storm, its trunk does not sway with flattery, nor does it break under opposing winds. When we keep our minds clear and our hearts warm, not letting extreme emotions dominate, we will live more freely, more creatively, and more resiliently. That is the art of living, placing success in its proper place and keeping failure at just the right distance, so both become wings that lift us higher rather than chains that bind us. Just because you failed once doesn't mean you'll fail at everything forever. Keep trying, stay persistent, and always, always, always believe in yourself. Because if you don't, who will? Marilyn Monroe. Every stumble is a valuable lesson, like a blade sharpened by the grindstone of will and resilience. A successful person isn't someone who's never lost, but someone who rises after each fall, dusts off the dirt, and continues walking with a heart that never stops burning. If we let one failure define us, we'll forever be trapped in an invisible cage of fear. But if we trust in ourselves, even just a faint spark of belief, that spark is enough to illuminate the path ahead. No one can carry the burden of belief in yourself for you. The world will only believe in you when you dare to believe in yourself first. Like a tiny seed pushing through hard soil, inner belief is a quiet but powerful force, guiding us through life storms. So, no matter how many times you fall, remember, persistence is the key, and belief is the door to the future. You always have to overcome failure on the path to success. Mickey Rooney. Failure is not a wall blocking your way, but a door testing your resolve. Each fall is a brick, laying the foundation for your strength. Each time you rise is a bridge, bringing you closer to your goal. Successful people don't avoid failure. They face it, accept it, and turn it into fuel to break through. Like a mountaineer scaling steep cliffs to reach the summit, we must cross life's challenges to witness the dawn of victory. That's why you shouldn't fear when failure knocks at your door. See it as a strict but honest teacher, pointing out flaws, forging your resolve, and revealing lessons that success could never teach. Only by overcoming failure do we truly deserve the glory we pursue. Failure is not falling, but refusing to rise. Failure doesn't define a person by how many times they fall, but by how they respond when they do. A resilient person turns each fall into a stepping stone, each scratch into proof of courage. Conversely, when we refuse to rise, failure becomes true failure, not because circumstances defeat us, but because we let go of ourselves. Like a warrior on the battlefield, it's not about never being wounded, but about standing up amidst countless hardships, continuing to fight for your dreams. Failure is just a comma, but giving up is a full stop. So, no matter how many times you fall, remember, standing up is your first victory. Giving up is the only sure way to fail. Gena Showalter. In life, failure doesn't come from stumbles, mistakes, or slow steps. True failure only appears when we let go, when we stop trying and extinguish our belief in ourselves. Giving up is like climbing a high mountain, just a few steps from the summit, but turning back because of exhaustion. In that moment, the peak doesn't disappear. You simply deny yourself the chance to reach it. Meanwhile, successful people don't succeed because they never want to give up, but because they choose to take one more step, however small, in their most exhausted moments. In reality, you can fail hundreds of times and still not truly lose as long as you keep trying. But give up just once, and all possibilities ahead close off. Like a lamp snuffed out in the night, darkness will engulf you if you don't choose to relight it. So, don't let giving up become the full stop to what you could have achieved, because only by continuing does the path truly remain open. Successful people don't fear failure. They understand that failure is necessary to learn and grow from it. Robert Kiyosaki. They know each failure is a unique classroom no book or lecture can provide. Each fall reveals a precious lesson about your limits, about strategies to adjust, about perseverance that must not waver. Like a skilled blacksmith, they let failures forge them through the fire of challenges, making them sharper, stronger. True success doesn't come from avoiding risks, but from standing firm amidst risks, learning from mistakes, and turning them into stepping stones to rise higher. Those who fear failure often stop too soon, while those who understand its value turn it into motivation. Thus, failure is not the enemy of success, but the guide leading us to our destination. Failure will never defeat me as long as my determination to succeed is strong enough. Mandino. Determination is the headwind that fills the sails of life with strength. When determination is strong enough, failure is no longer an end, but a bend on the journey to the summit. It's like fierce waves. Before a ship they may rock it, but they cannot stop it from sailing. Those with unwavering will don't fear those waves. Instead, they use them to forge themselves, learning to navigate more wisely. Failure only wins when we surrender. But if we hold an unshakable belief, a burning desire in our hearts, then failure becomes motivation, a companion forcing us to grow. When determination is strong enough, every obstacle becomes a stepping stone, and failure, just a small chapter in the great book called Success. Always fear regret more than failure. Taryn Rose. Failure teaches us lessons, helps us grow, and is often temporary. But regret lingers forever when we look back, seeing the things we could have done, but didn't dare to try. Like someone standing at the edge of a cliff, afraid to jump for fear of crashing, only to spend a lifetime tormented by not knowing what beauty awaited on the other side. Those who live fully don't do so because they lack fear of failure, but because they fear looking back one day, realizing they never truly tried. They understand that failure is part of the journey, while regret is the scar of missed opportunities. So, choose to step forward, choose to act, choose to live a life that, when you look back, you can smile with pride instead of sighing with regret. Don't judge me by my achievements, but by the number of times I fell and stood up again. Nelson Mandela. Each fall is a challenge, and each rise is a quiet but profound victory. It's not fleeting brilliance, but the enduring light from a resilient heart. People may count the medals you earn, but few see the tears you shed, the sweat you pour, and the persistence to keep going. Judging a person by their achievements is like looking at a finished painting, beautiful, but missing the broken brushes, the erased strokes, the redrawn lines. But judging by the times they stood up, reveals the entire journey where perseverance, will, and determination shine brightest. For it's the act of rising after failure that truly measures human strength. The secret of life is to fall 7 times and rise 8 times. Paulo Coelho. Falling 7 times symbolizes the repeated failures we all may face. Failing an exam, losing a job, being rejected, losing faith. But what makes the difference is the 8th rise, the moment when, despite everything seeming to collapse, we choose not to surrender. That is strength, will, the small but unextinguished light within a determined person. Like a child learning to walk, no one masters steady steps without falling. Those falls build muscles, balance, and maturity. Life is the same. Falling isn't scary. What's scary is not daring to rise again. When we rise one more time than we fall, we've conquered ourselves, and that is the greatest victory of all. Sincerity is the most beautiful thing you can offer another person. Truth, trust, friendship, and love all depend on it. Elvis Presley. Truth blossoms on the soil of sincerity. When we live truthfully, speak truthfully, act truthfully, truth naturally grows like a healthy seedling. Trust can only be built on the foundation of sincerity. A relationship without sincerity is like a house built on sand. A single small wave can make it collapse. Friendship and love are the same. They cannot endure if woven only with pleasing but hollow words. It's sincerity, sometimes a heartfelt word, sometimes a compassionate silence, that makes people feel a deep and lasting connection. In a world full of masks, sincerity becomes a rare and precious gift, for it cannot be bought, only given from the heart. And when we live sincerely, we not only bring beauty to others, but also nurture peace, freedom, and happiness in our own souls. In a noble soul, everything is noble. Pascal. A noble soul is not limited by pettiness, envy, or selfishness. They see life through forgiving eyes, people through an open heart. In situations where others might compete, they choose to share. When hurt, they don't respond with hatred, but with understanding and forgiveness. That noble spirit transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, like sunlight illuminating a dark corner, like a good seed sown in fertile soil. A noble soul fosters beauty wherever it exists. When nobility resides within, the outside world is colored with light, love, and compassion. Within fortune lies the seed of misfortune. Within misfortune always lies the seed of fortune. The greater the fortune, the greater the potential misfortune. The greater the misfortune, the greater the potential fortune. In gain, there is loss. In loss, there is gain. That is the dual nature of fortune and misfortune, gain and loss. Life is never one-dimensional. Fortune and misfortune, gain and loss, are like two sides of a coin, always coexisting, intertwining, transforming into each other. When we receive a blessing, remember that it may carry new challenges, like a tall tree that, while reaching high, must face greater storms. Conversely, in adversity, in suffering, there are always seeds of opportunity, of growth, of turning points, just waiting for us to recognize and nurture them. The greater the fortune, the greater the responsibility, the brighter the light, the deeper the shadow behind it. A wise person doesn't become arrogant in gain or despair in loss. They understand everything has two sides, and what matters isn't whether we meet fortune or misfortune, but how we perceive and respond to them. Like a river curving through rocky rapids to create its most beautiful bends, life becomes deeper and more meaningful through the interplay of gain and loss, fortune and misfortune. Recognizing this duality is the first step to living with greater peace, neither arrogant in gain nor discouraged in loss, always maintaining a steady heart amidst life's fluctuations. Some people give time, some give money, some give skills and connections, some have donated blood, and everyone has something to offer. Barbara Bush. Some wealthy people share their money to help the community. Some, with little wealth, willingly give their precious time to care for and support others. Some use their skills, expertise, or connections to open new doors for those in need. Some quietly donate blood or organs, giving life to strangers they've never met. What's precious is that the value of giving lies not in the gift's absolute worth, but in the heart of the giver. When we give sincerely, whether little or much, we contribute a spark of light to make this world warmer. Everyone can give a smile, a word of encouragement, a helping hand, or simply a heartfelt presence. And when everyone gives what they have, society becomes a vibrant tapestry woven with compassion, where each thread is a heart that knows how to share. A body without pain, a mind without turmoil, that is the true happiness of humanity. Epicurus. A body without pain is the foundation of all experiences. Free from pain, we can savor a delicious meal, a fresh morning, a warm embrace. Health is a silent but priceless gift. Only when lost do we realize its value. A mind without turmoil is peace, calm amidst life's turbulent waves. It's not avoidance, but the ability to keep the mind from being swept away by fear, rivalry, or blind ambition. When the mind is at peace, everything around becomes clearer, lighter, more tangible. Happiness isn't far off, nor found in grand things. It exists in moments when we're healthy, our souls are calm, our hearts unburdened. When body is free of pain and mind free of turmoil, that is the purest, most enduring happiness humans can touch. Happiness is knowing what you truly need and having it. What you truly need and already have may be the simple things around you. Waking up healthy in the morning and admiring a flower blooming by the window, enjoying a delicious warm meal with loved ones, sipping hot tea with a dear friend, sharing stories and heartfelt moments. Your thoughts are like the captain of a ship. They steer every word, every action, guiding every activity, behavior, and way you carry yourself. Good thoughts help you know what to do and what not to do, what to learn and what not to learn, what to say and what not to say, what to know and what not to know. Only through suffering and bitterness do we come to understand many things, to see truths that a smooth and happy life could never reveal. I've always been certain that anyone can find the most beautiful things in the least expected places if they truly pay attention, and I was right. Less suffering than yesterday is happiness. Less happiness than yesterday is suffering. Happiness and suffering are only concepts with relative meanings.